On one morning walk with Gurudev, there was a half a dozen or 8 devotees there with Gurudev walking, and towards the end of the walk, one devotee came late, and Gurudev recognized him from a year or 2 before in London, and he said, "Oh, you have come. And how are you? And how is your wife and 2 children?" And the devotee was astonished that first Gurudev remembered him. He remembered he was married and he had 2 children. And he was just felt so affectionate. You could see that he was like amazed. Gurudev was so loving like that. And so Gurudev said, "So how are you? How is your bhajan?" And the devotee, he said, "Oh, Gurudev," he said, "I'm going through so much difficulties now." He said, "My astrological period, I have a malefic planets, Ketu and Rahu. They're affecting me badly in my devotional life." And Gurudev said, "Oh, Ketu, Rahu, they know me." He said, "You have nothing to fear. Just follow me. They will leave you alone. They will fear me." So, Guru is the sum total of all the demigods. Radharani's persona, Krishna's Karuna, Sindhu, an ocean of mercy. Radharani is the personification of that mercy, Karuna Mai, Bhakti Devi herself. And when that love and compassion of Radharani condenses very, very thick, it manifests in this world as Śrī Guru.
One other thing that was really, really sweet for me, I always remember, apart from that cooking in Beja thing, first time my husband sent me to spend some time with Srila Gurudeva was in Sydney, and the children were still small. My husband said, "You go, I'll look after the children this time," because previously he always goes by himself, so he felt guilty. So I was supposed to go for 5 days, because that's all he could manage with the children. So he booked a ticket and things like that, and then the program was finished, but then Gurudev stayed in one devotee's house. That time, Brinda Didi and Tungavidi Didi has to go to Hawaii before Gurudev to set up for Gurudev there, and then I didn't have any accommodation, nothing, because I would just go there. I got a car, that's all, and I was supposed to catch a flight the next morning, early that morning. So I said, I don't need accommodation, I just crashed in the airport. So I was helping them. It's so good. They said, Brinda Didi not here, Tungavidi Didi not there. So Mother Maharaj asked me, that's the first time I cooked for Gurudev. Asked me to cook, can you do this, can you do that for Gurudev, and this, that, so, and then he even allowed me to go to Gurudev's room. And then when I went there, so into the room, Gurudev said, "Oh, you still here?" You know the way he said, "You still here?" "Yes, Gurudev, I'm still here. I'm flying out tomorrow." "You're flying out? Why? Why are you not staying in? I want you to come to Hawaii with me." Because that's just like, I think it was, he was going to stay in Hawaii for a long period for resting and then go to Kartik. "You can come and then your husband can pick you up Kartik time." Gurudev, really? I was like, I think, and I said to Gurudev, "I think you should get, I would mind, I would love to, Gurudev." I said, like, "Maybe, could you get permission from my husband?" "I have to get permission from your husband? Okay, let's call him." So I'll call him, and then Gurudev would like to speak to you. So I put Gurudev on the phone, and then Gurudev said, "You should ask my husband what's his side of the story." Which Gurudev said, "I want to take your wife, I want him, to help, this and that. I think it would be good for her. And then you can pick her up, Kartik time." And my husband said, "Gurudev, I will die. I cannot do it, Gurudev." So like, Gurudev just like, "Stop." "Did you heard that? He said he will die." He was at the moment, the face, you couldn't believe. He was just laughing, "Ha, he will die. He cannot live without you." So I was kind of, I think Gurudev really wants me to go, and I felt like he was really being serious. And like, I was thinking, should I go? And I asked my husband, and we had another chat, we have another talk after that. Should I go? And he said, "After you, I can try to look after it. After you, if you think that's right, you may go because Gurudev asks you." But then I asked some other didis, and it's like, you should go. If Gurudev asked me, I will go. I won't even think about asking my husband, when is this opportunity to coming again? So anyway, it was hard. That was another hard test in my life. So I think, and so like, and I said to my husband, no, I don't think I will go, because at the moment I want to go, but if I'm there, I will think about my children, my husband. But physically I might be there, but my mind will be at home. I would rather be at home and thinking about him. So I said to Gurudev, I couldn't go, but Gurudev said, he just like that. And then the next morning we were in the airport. This is after 2-3 days, because we end up changing my flight. So I stayed for 3 days instead of extra 3 days instead of the 5 days. So at the airport, because I'm about to fly back to Perth, and Gurudev flying to Hawaii, I was with my suitcase, also following him behind him, because I got my boarding pass, so I can go inside the airport also. Gurudev was so happy. You're coming with me? That was the saddest moment, because he was so sad. Gurudev, I cannot come with you, It's like, oh well, never mind. Gurudev said, next time. But then he just reached over me. He took his hand, reached like that, and then took my heart. He put it in his pocket. It's like, I felt like, I made the right decision. Imagine if I follow him, go to Hawaii, and I'd be there, but I'm thinking about my family. It would be upright. I felt like that. I just feel like, I feel relieved that I made the right decision. So it was really sweet. So just the way he reached over and he put. So
Gurudeva came in June to Gainesville, to Alachua. Then, Rama, we have to go to Alachua to see Gurudeva. Say, no, forget it. We will not go to United States. We have no visa. They will not give visa to us. I know. America is very strict nowadays. Big problems there. This was 2000. Then one day I was in the shopping center, and Rama opened the purse and took out the 3 passports with the visas and the tickets for the next day. So, oh my God. Then I went. There, and came. Gurudeva was in a room, closed room. Then Ashram Maharaj was there, and I already met Ashram Maharaj here. He came here, and Ashram Maharaj told Brajanath, oh, he's from Brazil, he can help a lot there, and he came only to see Gurudev. So Brajanath said, okay. And he opened the room, and before Brajanath spoke, Gurudeva said, let they come. And we went there, and I sit very puff up, like that, there, and I told Gurudev, yeah, I help Shamarani to come to your program in Brazil. Yes, I help her, I pay her ticket. Oh, okay. And for me, what will you pay? I look him. You have something for me? No, for you everything is yours. Oh, good, everything? Yeah. Then he said, yeah, I'm here writing. He has a small pencil like that. He was writing. I'm here writing. Later on we can talk more. But my head was completely empty. I could not think anything. I could not understand who am I. Nothing. I was like that. I stand up. I went out. See what I said? I said to him that everything belongs to him. How this happened? See, I am in a big problem now. Then there was that thing, that first time that actually I talked to him. But the most important point was before I talked to him, I thought that I understand Krishna consciousness. When I went out from this talk, I didn't understand that I did not understand anything about Krishna consciousness. And that time, I realized completely what is Krishna consciousness. Because I saw a Krishna consciousness person. I saw that, and I realized also that who did not meet a pure devotee before can understand Krishna consciousness, can only concepts and regulations, this, that, or life after that. But what means have Krishna in the heart is impossible to understand. Then, from that day, he took me from this material world. He removed me from this place in my consciousness, and everything I was doing automatically in the material platform, and my only concern where I can meet him again. That was my only thing that I was thinking, when I can meet him again.
He said, everyone is welcome to India if there is no money problem. So then after 10 years I didn't collect anymore, because I did before 10 years Sankirtan. And then because he said just come to India, and then I start to go out again and sell cookies, and then I went there with my boy, he was 9, and because the Indians, they really love children. So, and then in Parikrama, I always have 2 or 3 books about Parikrama. Not Srila Maharaj, because it was not gone out of print. He did his book in 2010, and this Parikrama was before. So all the devotees are coming down, and then he was waiting, all the devotees in a narrow path to see the devotees. And then when it was my turn, he told me, everything I said, is it in the books? I said, no, Maharaj, you tell just more than the books. Like this. And another time in Varshana, this same Parikrama, devotees, they rent a kind of ashram. And my son, he lost his bag. So I went in Srila Narayan room to find the bag, because he says that's where the place where everything was kept. He say, did your mother never tell you to don't lose your things? I say, Maharaj, I am the mother. And this is my son. And then I start to run out of the room. And he say, your mother didn't tell you not to run in the house. And another time, I went in a very large corridor, hall, and as soon as I saw him, I say, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, and then he did the same with me, like me. He took a little voice, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. That's why I was saying, oh Maharaj, you're making fun of me. And everything was always like familiar, and I really feel à l'aise. I will feel à l'aise. I will feel confident with him. Very like no barrier. Yeah, always come to see him anytime, and really very natural.